Hey you, hey everyone, I'm Arra, and welcome back to another video. So this setup right here is the Radxa X4, running with 16GB of RAM, 128GB of eMMC storage, and an Oculus GTX 1650E GPU. It's a compact, low-power gaming build that's honestly been a lot of fun to put together. In case you didn't see the previous video, in the first video I went over all the parts I bought and everything you need to build this for yourself. Then, in the previous video, we explored BIOS tweaks, optimized the GPU in Windows, ran TimeSpy, and tested a few AAA games to see how it performs. But today, we're switching things up. I've installed Linux Batocera directly on the eMMC, though if you prefer, you can also run your OS externally from an NVMe drive, which is actually what I did for Windows 11 in the last video. Let's jump in and see how this Radxa X4 handles retro gaming. Let's get started. Before we jump into the heavy stuff, I just want to mention the lower end gaming side, like NES, SNES, Sega and PlayStation 1, all run perfectly fine on this setup. Even without the eGPU attached, they handle max settings without breaking a sweat. While you're getting a quick look at some lightweight PSP gameplay running smoothly at 1080p, we'll be moving into Gen 6 gaming to see how much better the experience gets when we bring that extra graphics power into play. And hey, if you'd be interested in seeing how Emulation performs on Windows 11, or how the upcoming Radxa X5 with the N100 stacks up, don't forget to subscribe. And the best way to support the channel is just to leave a like. It really helps a lot. The first Gen 6 console we're looking at is actually my personal favorite. I'm happy to say that it runs beautifully, easily hitting the 3x resolution at 1080p. Here are a few games I wanted to share just to give you an impression of how some of the most demanding titles perform on this setup. With this emulation, I didn't run into any real issues during setup, aside from the usual button configuration, which was the only thing that needed a quick tweak. Other than that, it's been pretty much plug and play. Next up, the Dreamcast. This one was also mostly a plug and play experience, apart from the usual language setting you might mix up at the first time. Just make sure the console region configuration is set to Europe or US if you prefer your games in English. Once that's done, you can enjoy the 2.25 resolution setting, which gives you a clean 1080p experience, and you are ready to go. For the PlayStation 2, I had no real issues running it in Batocera at 3x native resolution for 1080p gaming. As you can see here, the games run at full speed without any problems at all. You can easily enjoy hours of smooth gameplay with this setup and its enhanced graphics. I'd recommend turning off the boot logo when launching the emulator, cause it might get stuck with some games. And from there, it's all smooth sailing. Moving on to the original Xbox. I have to admit, emulation here is a bit of a hit or a miss. The resolution doesn't seem to make a huge difference overall, but the games that do run well can really shine at 3x native resolution thanks to the added graphics power from this eGPU. Halo unfortunately didn't run well, choppy, but I've really enjoyed the visuals and smooth gameplay in, for example, Dead or Alive 3. It's a great example of how good this setup can look when everything clicks. on to the WiiU. It's running really nicely on Vulkan. This is the first console of this generation I've tried on this setup, and honestly it's been pretty amazing so far. I have a lot of praise for how well it runs here in Linux Batocera. Once everything's installed and configured, the experience is genuinely enjoyable. Cemu handles most medium demand games really well in Batocera, though it does struggle a bit with the heavier titles. Have you managed to get good WiiU performance in Batocera with this setup? Or does it run better for you in Windows 11? I'm still willing to give that a shot as well on this setup, so subscribe if you're willing. Let me know in the comments what you think, and maybe The Legend of Zelda will get a second chance on the Switch with this setup. And last, but certainly not the least, the Nintendo Switch. I had a bit of a hard time finding out the right settings to run the games, as I'll show you here. I hope you can benefit from the time I've spent looking for the perfect setup. I want to thank you for sticking with me, and don't forget to press the thumbs up. It really helps the channel. While we go through the compilation of games I've tried, I should mention that running the games on Yuzu or Ryujinx can be slightly smooth. For example, Celeste showed slight flickering on Citron, but not on Yuzu. Mario Bros. Wonders was smoother on Yuzu, and the same goes for Sonic Generation. The only reason I'm using Citron here is that I can show you the stats on the right. Before I share the setup that worked best for me, I'd like to show you the gameplay I recorded. I hope I have shown you well that we can get Breath of the Wild running smoothly, even with the open world rock test, which you can compare to the WiiU performance from earlier. I'm pretty impressed with the difference. Now that I am showing you the setup I use for the Nintendo Switch emulation, I want to thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Have a good one. Arra out.